Hey guys, welcome to the SimRacingPaddock. I'm William Marsh, and this is the McLaren Shadow rFactor 2 qualifier. So, this competition is sort of the follow-up after last year had McLaren's World's Fastest Gamer competition. This is their second time doing this sort of esports competition, and I sort of missed last year's, so I decided why not at least try once this year. So this is not the same as McLaren's World's Fastest Gamer. This is a little bit different. World's Fastest Gamer, the grand prize was the 1-year contract to be their simulator driver for the McLaren F1 team. This one is the champion of this competition will be part of McLaren's esport racing team. So we'll see how this goes. And this is the first round. First round is with rFactor 2, and there are different weeks. So this began on the 18th. So this began yesterday, but I was out of town. And then this will end October 19th. So there's that. And you can look down, and Rudy Van Buren won last year's competition, which was the simulator driver gig. So this one, now it is slightly different, as mentioned, esport team. And there's a multi-week schedule format. So there are 3 rounds of racing before going to the final event. First week, right now it's the qualifier, which is time trial at Silverstone. So you see that, and top 30 qualify for the weekend showdown on the 30th. Odds are I will not make it in the top 30, but hey, we're just going to have some fun. Then the next round is the 1st through 12th of October, and that is the M23 at Zandvoort. So this is another one where it is the top 30, and then the race showdown is on the 14th of October for the top 30 racers. Then third round is at Indianapolis. This will use the MP413, which is the 1998 Formula One car. And again, top 30 qualify for the race on the 30th. And then the final showdown. So the winners of each round, I believe. So each round, the winners are top 10, I think it is. Yeah, top 10 for the first 3 weeks. They will make it into the final, which is a 3-race medley, and it will have Silverstone, Zandvoort, and Indianapolis. So that is the final week, final event, 20th of October, and then the winners. So let's see what it says prize-wise, or I guess not. So the winners of the race medley, I don't know how many winners, will be in the McLaren esport team. So there's that. So one of the nice things is for this first round, with Silverstone, you can actually join with the rFactor 2 demo. You do not need to own rFactor 2 to actually compete, at least for the first round. And then second and third, you will need to own rFactor 2. But yeah, so you can download the rFactor 2 demo and compete, but you do need to register for the event, which I will show you how to do that right in a minute, because I have not registered yet. I wanted to do that alongside with you guys. So step 1, create a Steam account and download and install rFactor 2, or just get the demo. So simple as that, first step. Second step, ready to go, click here to enter the McLaren Shadow competition. I will click my mouse wheel to open a new tab, and we will do that in a minute. And then you will log into the competition, you'll log into the competition system with your Steam account and sign in with that, and then you can subscribe to the event. So if you don't have an account on the competition system yet, you'll need to fill in the details. We will do that in a minute. And then sign up for Shadow event, and you will need to be at least 18, have a valid driver's license, passport, and agree to terms and conditions. So keep that in mind. And then you can enter and compete. So let's sign in right now. I forget, I might have an account with this but we will see. I do not. So, enter name. And then country, United States. How am I a troll? Why do you need a driver's license to sim race? You don't need a driver's license to sim race. You need a driver's license or legal identification to compete in this competition, because if you win, there are contracts, details that need to be that you need to be in place. Come on. Why is this not working? Okay, let's see this again. So I guess something acted up. We'll enter again. 503, service temporarily unavailable. Well, come on. Let's see. I don't think I would have crashed this out. So that's working fine. rFactor2.studio397.com. Now it's working. I think. Yeah, Robert, I will be honest, that was a total coincidence. I was setting up the stream, setting up my thumbnail and stuff, and yeah. For crying out loud. Well, jeez. This was totally unexpected. Click here to enter. What the heck? Server issues. Yay. Let's try this again. So, email address. William@SimRacingPaddock.com. There, all details. Practice and go back to try again. We might have to do that. They were having server issues yesterday too, so it was like meh. Except I just realized something. I need to uninstall my McLaren stuff actually. Because, or do I? Nope, it's working okay. Thank you, Luke, for subscribing. Did I put a dash between Studio and 397? Yes, there is a dash because I just clicked a link. Yeah, I just clicked the link and it worked, so... Synchronizing with Steam Workshop. So we will get some practice in and see if after that it's working better. Wait for synchronizing with Steam Workshop. But hey, at least we'll get to practice with the car and just get an idea on how the car feels. And now we wait. Oh, that was my old OBS pin. Need to repin that. Had to reinstall OBS Broadcaster because I was having a minor issue with it, which was sort of unfortunate, but I just reinstalled OBS and it looks to be working all right. And let's drop out of here and go to game capture. Also, you can see I finally added sort of like a splash screen in the background. So, yeah, that is finally I got smart and did that. So, if you haven't already, you can check out the Sim Racing Paddock Facebook page, Twitter, and Instagram. So, yeah, I just had those up there so you can find them easily. So 411 Jamie, yes, there is the McLaren Shadow competition once the servers actually get back up and running, I guess. A little unforeseen that they would be having some issues, but hey, what can you do? It's life at times. So we will select our car, and we are going to be driving the McLaren M23 Shadow Edition. Let's pick a good color combo. I like the blue and black. Red and black, that almost looks pinkish, in my opinion. There's the orange and black. I mean, McLaren's always known for orange. So let's see how this goes. And for the record, I will be utilizing my Heusinkveld Engineering Sim Shifter Sequential. I will be utilizing that for my driving. It's just right now on my Heusinkveld Engineering rig, I just don't have the room for an H pattern shifter. But later on, I will be experimenting with the SimLab GT1 Evo cockpit. So I will be doing an 80-20 based cockpit or another 80-20 based cockpit. And that will likely have room for me to do an H pattern shifter on it. So hopefully I'll be able to just put either my Thrustmaster shifter or my Fanatic shifter on. So either way, that will work. So what was I looking for? Silverstone Grand Prix. Or GT layout, I guess. That's what they're calling it. And then we'll just do the private practice. Those weather conditions look fine. Just get an idea for these cars' limits and everything. So we'll see how this is. But yeah, I was talking with Gamer Muscle the other day, and actually I think it was just yesterday. And he told me that he was getting over a cold, or just getting over being kind of sick, and that was part of the reason why I think he was a little on the moodier side the past couple days. So maybe he just wanted to be kind of not really quiet, but just unwind a bit day or so, because sometimes burnout can be real. And also he had the responsibility to really have that element where, like, it's the sim racing system event, his name is tied to it, so he still wanted to do that for you guys. So I think that's why he's still on the stream, but was quiet through the stream. So let me just adjust my semi-cube settings. 569 degrees. There we go. Hey, Gamer Muscle's my friend. I'll stick up for him. Okay, and we are good to go. And it looks like our sound levels are pretty good. Let's turn down a decibel or so in game audio. Okay, my force feedback's too high. Let's adjust that real quick, actually. We need to adjust it down to about 30% strength. Let's do 33.
Data log disabled.
Okay. Love the sound of this car, though. Great sounding. So, what are your thoughts on the new announcements from Studio 397 at the Sim Racing Expo? Obviously, we have the first announcement already, but we do also have Laserscan Nürburgring to look forward to, as well as the new graphics enhancements. Neato, this is the McLaren M23. This is what's being utilized in the first round of the McLaren Shadow competition. And yeah, it's fun. This might be one of my favorite cars of the pack, actually. You have the good idea of mechanical grip. You can control the slides. There's still a bit of downforce. And all in all, it's a good car. But yeah, you have to be very careful with that right pedal, because you can see the car will definitely step out, but you can catch that slide at least. That's a nice thing. Okay, that curb just pulled me off to the left. So we gotta stay off the curbs while braking. Oh, shoot. I'm having that issue again. Dang it. So I was having that issue at times where, over a heavy bump, it would just trigger all the buttons on my wheel. So that just happened again, which is less than ideal, especially with driving this car. I think it's an issue with my adapter. I might need to contact Sim Racing Machines about it. I'm pretty certain it's not EMI though. I don't think it's EMI. That's the confusing part. Well, let's try to at least get some good laps in. So I'm guessing 5th gear for this corner. Okay, I need to brake earlier for this first corner. Or next corner, I should say. Carry the speed, get the drive off. Oh, that was a nice oversteer out there. There we go. Left a little bit there right now. There we go. I like the VR in rFactor 2. The downsides of it is still just using Steam VR, Open VR, so it is a little more resource intensive than I would like. I would like to see something like NVIDIA optimized VR. Not NVIDIA optimized, Oculus Rift optimized VR. And then have OpenVR as another option. And then also there is, whoa. Overcooked in the corner. But yeah, it works great at least. It gives a good sense of scaling, sizing, works well. What more can you really ask for? So let's just take it easy, get an idea for the limits of the car. Later apex, get the drive off. There we go. Brake in, get the car pitched in. Get flat on throttle, get the good drive out. Maggots, Beckett's, and Chapel. Very tricky section. bottomed out a little there and got the car washed out a bit, but was able to catch it all right. So the next step will be my hot lap. There we go. Fifth gear. Barely missed that apex. Yeah, turned in. Oh, that curb was brutal. Just shook up the entire length of my arm. Little late on the throttle there. While we're still actually going a little further into the better lap time. Okay, so fifth gear. A little wide, late on the gas, but okay. Losing some time in there. Got a little too greedy there. Gonna lose a tiny hair. Actually, we're gaining a bit. Okay. There we go. Got that good drive off. Ooh, that was a little wide. Oh, that was a brutal first corner. A little wide. Decent drive off there. Half second up, halfway through the lap, we're at roughly. Here's where I'm going to make up some time. There we go, going to be about a second up. Going into Stowe, I think. There we go, decent drive off. Okay, about 1.2 up. So after this lap, we'll go back into the website and we will see if we can actually join in now. A little oversteer out of that corner. Come on. Oh, lost a lot of ground right there. There we go. We're gaining a little bit. We might hit 4/10 going into Stowe. Maybe not. 3.5, I'm guessing. A little early on the brakes there. Let's get the good drive off. There we go. Oh, wow. That direct drive wheel just saved my butt. Okay, so our best lap so far with the baseline setup. Baseline setup is a 2:01. 2:01, I think that said 0.5? Yeah, or no, 0.055. So let's take a look real quick. Let's see that lap again. That is an exciting car, guys. It really is. So here is... okay, going into the back straight. So, hold on. Okay, so here's going into the final lap. This car is intense. I mean, I will admit I think we left a bit of time on. Did I change field map to qualifying? No, I did not. I didn't realize I had to. Okay, that's just funny. Look at that. It's already glitching out and boom, we kick it out. Rest in peace. But yeah, under braking, look at that movement. You don't get that in many other sims. So the rear end steps out, we catch it, we see the car moving, and we swing it into the corner. Missed the apex a little bit there. Still, I'm not the biggest fan of sound or the external sounds in this car, but it works, but it doesn't really sound like the real car. That's the only thing that's slightly frustrating. So here we clip that apex there, swing through, get the late apex in the corner, and we'll, I think, lose a bit of ground in that drive off, but we are going to get this area right there nicely. Driving through this really fast right-hander. Get the car pitched in just right and then swing out. There we go. Then you enter left-hander in 6th gear, slow down for 5th. So that's Beckett's that we're going through right now, I think. And then Chapel? I forget. But, oh man, this car, feeling it going through those corners is amazing. And then we're going down the long back straightaway, going into Stowe. Swing out to the right. And pitch the car in. I was taking it in 3rd gear. You might be able to get it in 4th, but you might bog down the car just a hair. And then this final chicane before the final turn. Make sure you get on the throttle early. You don't really want to lift. So I tried keeping it wide open. Run to the curbs and not beyond. There we go. That is a lap around. So let's go out and let's take a look again and see if we can now register for the event. So we will go back, turn on display capture, update details. Will this work? Competition driver. Okay, so come on. Go to 397.com. Qualifier starts. Registration is now open. Fingers crossed. There it is. It's working. It's working. Clicking that. Title, Mr. Yes, I am a guy. Location, United States. I am 18 or older. I have a valid driver's license and a passport, which I will need to renew next year, though. Agree to terms and conditions. Yes. Sign up. What the hell? Seriously? I was feeling proud of myself for getting a 2:01. Look at that fastest lap time. Look at that lap time. And I'm just going to move the chat so you can take a look. Look at those freaking lap times. Really? I know, I guess it's set up, but jeez. 1 minute and 30. Let's see real quick. Okay, so 328 people have competed. And I would be placed in 323rd with the basic setup. But if it's any consolation, Marcel Offermans, the founder of Studio 397, is in last. Well, that might be some consolation. So, yeah, we have some room to make up. We have some room to make up. So, let's join the session. Open it up. Starting rFactor 2 on your marks. So this box will pop up if you check this out. rFactor 2 is attempting launch with the optional parameters shown below. Wait. MP4 8? Oh! Wow. We practiced with the wrong car. That explains a lot. Ah. Okay. I could have sworn. Hold on a second. Let me check something real quick. So, hold on. Let me check something real quick. Studio397.com. McLaren Shadow. Schedule and format. MP4 8. Yes. Wow. That is funny. That is funny. So click OK. This will launch rFactor 2 for us. But yeah, I was on it. I mean, I could have understood maybe 7 seconds off, but 30, yeah, that. Okay, now we're going into actually going to play properly. So, Tokena, if you go to studio397.com, you can find information on how to sign up for the event. Okay, so this is loading up. So, 1:30, time to beat. I don't know if I can, but yeah, downloading the RF mod, loading up. So, let's pick a color. Someone was saying he wanted the pink, so why not? Let's just goof off a bit. So we will need to adjust the degrees of rotation in the SimuCube settings. So once this loads up, we will see what degrees of rotation the MP48 has, and we will adjust accordingly. So let's take a look. 450 degrees of rotation. So we will pull up SimCube like so. Type in 450. Then we'll turn off display capture so game capture is working properly. Yes, it is. There we go. We need to turn down the strength in this. So we will go down to about 40%, I think, in this. Yeah, that feels good. So you'll see my time in the middle of the screen. Remember, in this car, that center number is actually RPMs. It is not actually the, it is not the speed. It's RPMs. Do I know if Real Road's stacked on a server? I believe it is. I don't know for certain, but it would make sense. Oh wait, we have auto shift on, so let's turn that off real quick. We don't want auto shift. And we don't need names. So let's see what we can pull off with this car. We have auto shift on by default for this car. I would have preferred Studio 397 to turn it off by default. But yeah. So let's get an idea on how this car feels, because now we're going from one car that didn't have much downforce to one that has a little bit more, but I think not as much in the way of aero grip. T1's flat in this car. I believe you. I love the sound of this car, though. This car sounds amazing. Yeah, we need heat in these tires. So here, flat, 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 shift down. We'll try this in fourth. Look at the way the tire flexed over the curb. That's one of the things I love in rFactor 2. Okay, can we take this flat? Do we have enough heat in the tires? Yes, we do. Let's see how far off we are. Oh man, that turn is insane. And I love it. little conservative to that corner. A little wide. Didn't get a good drive off. $10 off the best time. Okay. Okay, gear ratio is too slow, and this one has qualifying fuel map. So let's check some setup adjustments. So, you're saying that under engine, race, so let's go to qualifying fuel map. We'll increase the rev limiter a little bit. Final gear. We'll try it at 462 maybe. So there's that. Let's see. Chassis setup feels okay. Tires are soft. Let's take a look. Where are the tires? Under advanced? Tire compound medium. So let's change to soft. Let's see how that feels. Luna Rix, it is in the garage setup. It's in the garage setup. There's auto upshift and auto downshift. You need to turn those off in the garage screen. So we have a lot of fuel in the tank. We might need to reduce that later. That might be something we need to do. But we'll get an idea on feeling how this car is. I can definitely feel this car has more torque now. Oh, yeah. Need some heat and more heat in these tires. Oh my gosh, these tires are so much more grippy, I think. Gear ratio is very slow now. I'm almost redlining though. That's the problem. In the back straight, I almost hit the red line. So you're saying just lift a little bit through this corner. Did not get a good drive off there. 2 seconds. Not get good ground off there. If I get a good exit off of Max Beckett Chapel, then I might close in the gap. Oh, almost looped it around. Okay, one more lap. Then we'll go back into the garage. Dang it, I had to lift to the corner. Oh, great drive off. Great drive off out of the corner. I believe this car did have active suspension. Oh, man. This car is quick. We're down to 137. Wait, did this car use paddles? I thought it was a sequential shifter. So let's see. If we go to general. Hold on. Where's the fuel level? Oh, here it is. At 25 gallons, we don't need that much. We'll do 6 gallons. Let's see. I think we can take a few degrees out of the front wing and see how that goes. Love this sound. It reminds me of a mix of like MotoGP bikes and also old IndyCar. Brandon Tabone has entered the race. Let's see if we bump against a rev limiter here. No, we didn't, so that might be nice at least. So let's see how this goes. Can we still stay flat through first corner? With ease. Look at that delta. I think that's majority because we took a lot of fuel out. There we go. A little wide. There we go. Hey Bill, doing pretty well. How about you? I think we can take out a little more front wing, to be honest. Down to the 35s. Whew. So I'm thinking 22 degrees. And then maybe take away that gurney. We'll see how that goes. Rev limiter is full up. Advanced settings, anything we need to do? I don't think so. Maybe turn down the traction control a tiny bit. We'll see how it feels with traction control map set to 2. Hold on. Put the upshift RPM to 13,590. There's no 590. There's 13,500, which I'm guessing you might have meant because 9's next to 0. We'll see how that goes. Whoops, sped a little bit. Hopefully we didn't get caught. Dang it, we got caught. So what we'll have to do is stop and go. And unfortunately, unlike iRacing, if you get caught, you have to serve that penalty, I believe. So let's serve it. Okay, now we're starting to have the car wash out a hair. Also, we're on cold tires, so that could be part of it. Make sure not to speed. I might have entered the pit lane too hot though. That's my fear. I might have entered the pit lane with too much speed. Yes, I did. Ay ay ay. That sucks. I didn't slow down enough. Hold on. Press F to pay respects, I guess. Oh man, when these tires have heat in them, they stick. Try giving the car more rake. Okay, keep the car below the limit. Use the opportunity to set a higher gear ratio. Okay. Let's just fulfill the stop and go first. What do you mean by 6 gears too slow? Do you mean I'm not... Like, let's try something. We'll go back up to 4... We'll do 438. We'll try that. That should keep me in the power band, maybe. We'll see how it goes. Oh, and more rake, you said. So that's under where? Advanced? General? Where's the rake? Chassis, nope. Suspension, no. Oh, lower the front, raise the rear. Okay, thanks. We'll try that. And I stalled it. So let's see how this goes. My dash was falling. So let's get some heat in these tires and lift. Get the heat in, get the friction. I think we went the wrong direction in gears, guys. Personally. Could have been a cut. Rake seems okay. Just thinking it might be causing a little too much drag in the rear, though. We might need to lower the rear. Yeah, I think I'm going to lower the rear. So I'm going to, like, we were trying 438. Let's try 446. And then maybe lengthen 6th a hair. Chassis, no suspension. Lower the rear ride height. I think front is okay. So from what I heard about these cars, is that they did have the ability to auto shift. Senna preferred to drive with it off, I believe. I forget who the other McLaren driver was, but I believe he used it on. Oh, Andretti, okay. Hey, Jimmy, how's it going, man? Nice seeing here. Have you tried this car in the McLaren Shadow yet, Jimmy? Think you could do pretty good. Fair enough, Jimmy. I know I'm not gonna like win any prizes or anything. It's just fun to compete, see how I stack up. So flat out through turn one. Yeah, you can see the delta going up. Totally botched that apex though. Yeah, Jimmy, did you record any video at the expo? Would like to see that soon. So let's focus on getting some heat into these tires, and then we can do another good lap. But yeah, Jimmy, I bet you would beat my time at least. Oh no, Full House, not this again. In case you haven't seen it already, Full House Gaming, I guess he might have had a little too much Red Bull recently, and he decided to make a video in WWE pitting me against Gamer Muscle. So yeah, that was interesting, I'll put it that way. You can check out the video on his channel, but warning, it is all kinds of crazy. A little too much in that first corner. I think we're just going the wrong way in this setup. We need to revert some of these changes. That gear ratio, it's too long. We're losing too much ground. So we'll go back down. 473 and then change that. Let's see. I'm going to drop the rear a touch more, I think. There we go. But yeah, at Full House, I'm hoping to see a rematch video. Put a rematch up. SimTag rig. I've heard decent things about them. But I'm just going to say, I am still trying to work on putting together my review of the Heusinkveld shifter. But it's cars like this where I just totally love it. It's perfect for it. Oh, rest in peace, cone, bollard, whatever you want to call it. Hold on. I accidentally was pulling on the shifter too hard. My mount was shifting. Sweating a bit. This is intense, though. In the best possible way. Try a good lap. The rake might help a bit. Yeah, we're seeing the time just drop, which is nice. Except I hit that curb way too hard. We need more heat in the tires right now. Majim, we tried that, but we were losing too much ground, so we reverted it. Yeah, we need more heat in these tires before we can really throw out a good lap. This is a McLaren MP4 8. I need to adjust the description. I know. I just realized we forgot to fix the description. There. That was a good drive off. So just need to lift a hair. There we go. I keep on wanting to shift to 7th. Full house, you just need, yeah, to do a rage in the cage or something. Do like a rage in the cage, get 8 sim racing YouTubers, throw them in there and see what happens. Yeah, 135 is not bad, but it's definitely not in the top 10 or anything, but oh my gosh. This car is brutal. I'm guessing tires are starting to fall off. Well, the car's easy to drive, it's hard to push. That's the thing. Yes, Jason, they did announce they are upgrading the the graphics. They did announce that over at the Sim Racing Expo. So let's try something. We will lengthen 6th gear a bit, see how that is. And then I think I'm going to lower the rake a little more. So we'll try that. I'm going to lower the tire pressure. See how that is. Yeah, because like watching me drive, you could say, yeah, that looks easy. But also consider I'm 5 seconds off the leaders. 5 seconds. That is massive. By the way, Jimmy, I'm still waiting on your video clip for the wheel. I'm still waiting on your video clip. So we can talk on Facebook on when to get that sorted out. It's all good, Jimmy. I mean, Gamer Muscle is even taking longer. I mean, you've been understandably busy. Okay, go flat out. There we go. Let's try this in second gear, get the drive out. But remember guys, if you want to give this a try, this car and track combo is part of the free demo and you can actually sign up for the competition yourself. You don't have to own rFactor 2 to take place in the first week. You don't have to own it, you just need to download the demo, sign up on the competition sign up page, and you'll be good to go. Or if you just want time trial with this car and track, you can do that. Hello, CB, how's it going? Good drive off here. Flip that, drive out. Oh, totally messed that up. And slid and spun. Tokena, yes, I do enjoy my setup a lot. I do want to get a different rim though. So one video series I'm planning on doing in the future is comparing using an OSW with Fanatic rims compared to, say, using a high-end rim from, say, like Martin Asher Racing, Cube Controls, and companies like that. So I want to do that sort of comparison and see how it is. Because these rims are okay, but you've seen me having issues with the adapter and things like that over the months. So figuring that out, trying using like a high-end wheel, see how the feel compares, if there's flex, things like that. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, rFactor 2 is such a weird beast. rFactor 2 is such a weird beast because driving-wise, it is definitely the best. Graphics, UI-wise, it really struggles behind. But if you remember my first live stream with these cars, I was like, one more lap, guys, and I'm done. Then one more lap, one more lap, one more lap. So I want to say, like, I ended up spending like an extra half hour just driving, and that's the kind of sim rFactor or rFactor 2 is. You're just gonna kill time. This setup isn't working well, I think. Let's try this. Bring the rake up a little more. We were driving with that gurney before, so let's do that. Because maybe that actually helps. So I think after this run, I am going to be calling it, guys. I'm going to call it after this, but I'm going to run this tank dry. I'm just going to run this tank dry. And then I'm just going to call it, and we will see how we stack up. We are a good 5 seconds off, though. So we should get about 5 laps with this. 5 laps, I think, according to this. Little off-roading. Never really hurt anyone. Throw the car in. Had to lift in the middle of the corner, not good. I want to do some hosted rFactor 2 races in the future, so I'll figure out how to do that and stuff. Okay, so throwing into the corner. A little too aggressive there. Yeah, Turismo Crafty, this is amazing. I love this car. I want to try it in VR soon. VR in rFactor 2 is awesome. I like it a lot. It still needs to be refined a bit, but it is pretty awesome. I think Jimmy, he likes it. You can check out his video, Jimmy Broadbent's video, him taking the McLaren MP413 around the Brazilian Grand Prix circuit. Changes, adjusted the rake a bit, gearing, changed to softer tires, I'll change the traction control a little bit. Yeah, I haven't gotten comfortable with the setup of the 13 yet, though. You're getting close performance-wise. Ooh, new personal best. There we go. Couldn't get the throttle down in time. Wheel rotation in SimiCube is 569 degrees, I think. Or whatever it was for this car. It might have been 450, but it's 1-to-1 in this. Forget exactly what I set it to. Oh, that was a cut. Oh, man. Just couldn't keep it in between the lines. Hey, that's my only cut of this entire stream, guys. Not bad. Okay, let's ease it in. This is going to be my final lap, and then we're going to run the tank dry. Dang it! Come on. Okay, we'll do one more run. One more run. We can't end like that. But yeah, you can see I got too greedy there. Too greedy there. And that upset the car. So that upset the car, washed it out. And boom, 4 tires off the surface. 4 tires off the surface. So I have it set to 450 degrees of rotation. That's what it is in this car. I'm going to step back the gear one click though. And then let's see what we can do. Hold on. I need to tighten my gear shifter mount. Cold tires. Okay, 6 laps, guys. 6 laps. Well, about 5-ish. We'll see how it goes. Get the heat in. Front is washing out. That is correct. On second thought, let's turn up the wing. I'm going to do 23.5. We were getting decent performance with that. That should get the car to stick down a little better. Wishing you the best, guys. We're going to need it. Think we'll be okay. But driving this car makes me wish that there would be, for example, like the VRC, Formula North America 99, the 1999 IndyCar in the game. This sounds close, but it's not the same. AMS does have sim racing system leagues. Yes, it does. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Looks like we're getting better turning. Oh! Not good. Through this turn, we should make up some ground. Oh, when Sovanok left the race, that caused a little CPU stutter and that threw me off. That's funny. A little overeager there. Yeah, I am jealous of John Sable's triple setup. Looks freaking awesome. Okay, here we go. We have some heat and tires now, at least. Car just still washed out a bit. I think I'm hugging that corner too much. Might need to do later apex, I think. Still a half second off, man. Okay. There we go. A tenth and a half up. Couldn't get the good drive off there. Gonna get 2 more laps. Ah! Okay, so can't really do much more with that. Kept on pushing, but man, this car is tough. Yeah, you can see here on the throttle right there, car just starts washing out, and then I'm trying to lift, get the car settled, and it just wasn't. And then, boom, curbs upset the car. Let's see. So here, go wide, car gets upset, try catch it. Nope, no! Boom. Well, I mean, all things considered, I ran a 135.5, which is pretty solid, especially like live streaming and stuff. So I'm happy with that. So let's drop out and I'll see where I rank. So wow, that's demoralizing. So top 20, all within the 130s. Now there's one in the 129s. Jeez. Oh yeah, hold on. Here we go. So top 20 is in the 130s. You have to go all the way down to 213 to find me. Jeez. That is intense. That is intense. But yeah, so let's see if there are any names I recognize. Not really seeing anyone I know, but yeah, guys, give this a try. Give this a try. I'm at 213. How many people are entered? 358 are entered right now. So yeah, we'll see how it is in the future, but I'll try bettering my laps. I think it's now starting to get down to setup tinkering, which I'm not the best at. So who knows? Maybe someone will shoot me a setup and can see if I can get a decent lap in. But guys, this is a lot of fun. If you own rFactor 2, try it. If you don't own rFactor 2, download the demo, try it, or at least try out this car. The car is so much fun. It's relatively easy to drive. Big challenge to push hard. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. This was a lot of fun just pushing this car to maybe not its limits, but my limits. So guys, this was a lot of fun. Thanks for watching. This afternoon in about 2 hours and 14 minutes, we have my sim racing system race with the Racing Studio GT1 cars. I would love to see a bigger turnout this week. Last week we only had 6 cars, so maybe could we get 10? Can we get 10, please? Maybe. Thanks a lot. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. For the Sim Racing Paddock, I'm William Marsh, and you have a good one.